I can almost see it. When I take your breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked backwards for a minute, I follow you before the memory's gone. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. I remember you. I remember you. When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind went backwards for a minute, I follow you before the memory's gone. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. I remember you. I remember you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is just for us now. Yeah, I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right. Feels right. So right, so right, so right. I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Alright. Try this in just a second. Reiterating the volume. The screen's not showing all the way, huh? It's like a gray spot on the screen, right? Oh, that's why. Because I'm on my widescreen, so the screen's not as... Hold on. I don't think I'll be able to show it. I might need to switch my screens. Well, that's stupid. Yeah, hold on. Let me change that real quick, guys, because I didn't know I was gonna do that. And I don't want this big ass black blank thing down here. So give me 1 second. Cool. Cool. More of that. Just give me a wallet. So that was kind of weird, but got it all fixed. Let's see if you can all hear me. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Try to have it very quiet in the background. Very subtle. I have it off on your side, but let me know if it's too much on the mic side. So far, no one's popped in, but we'll go ahead and get started. All right. So here we are. Sorry for being a little late. My front door lock is a code one, and it takes batteries, and it died. It wouldn't work, so I had to get new ones. So let's start from the top down. So let's go back here because I'm honestly still kind of with this idea here. Someone may also call it a WXY. But for me, from this top side to this low side on Bitcoin, looks like 5 waves. And this retracement wasn't greater than 68%. As you see, it was just in the 68% level. So we could logically say this could be the excuse me. Excuse me. Woo! Ow, good sneeze. I don't know what happens to you, like whenever I sneeze, like, all my pressure points hurt. Damn, it hurts. So, and what I'm looking at here right now is momentum's like it's steadily creeping positively. I know there's creating some like divergences and stuff like that, but it's creeping positively, right? And what I'm thinking is, let's pop this sucker in. Well, I guess OG Chevy doesn't work on this. That's weird. So I'll just draw this chart up real quick. So I honestly think this is it's a weird wacko schwacko. Something like this. So, mark some levels, boom. Okay. So, my idea is that this intermediate area, this is like a 1, get a 2, get a 3, 4, 5, and then like this, and then boom, really hard. Possibly get this high, and then this should happen next year. Okay, so this is the idea. And the reason I'm thinking is because I know we're right now breaking negative, but if we could regain this 21 moving out on the daily and on the mid-bound here, I'm confident this will happen. Right now, it's kind of looking bearish. I'm not gonna lie. Like this, I don't like the look of this right now being underneath the 21 here, underneath the mid-bound here. That's usually a good sign of a potential reversal. So being mindful of that. But what I've been looking at is possibly that this is just like start of this here. The only thing I wasn't too much of a fan of. I'm gonna have to pause this music and I notice my thing's kind of lagging. It's like glitching and shit. I don't like that. So much shit going on over here. That's probably why. Okay. Right, this is the initial idea, right? But something's need to happen. One thing for sure needs to happen is we definitely cannot lose. I would say, and Bitcoin's a little bit more a mess down here, but I would argue 18,800 would be the line like we don't want to roll below. You know, I don't want to roll below that. And on Bitcoin, the move from the low, I like it as 5. Actually works. 1, 2, 3, triangle 4, 5, A, B, C, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, X, Y. So either one. This is A, this is B, and then C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, truncation. Or actually, Bitcoin's played out a little different. It's W, X, Y, and then just a B. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A, B, C. I think this is like a WXY, something like that. You know, whatever, blah blah blah, blah blah whatever. What I'm most concerned about is just maintaining these levels. If on the hourly, we could flip the 21 moving average along with SRSI down here, I'm confident that we should be in a long and trying to get into a long. Similar to this movement here, like how we cross positive here, that was a good move, right? It's a good trade. Until we start breaking negatively here, probably should take profit, right? If we're breaking negatively here. Remember, our side leads. So, the general implication is that if this is 5 waves up, then we should get at a bare minimum a wave 3 or a wave C, being ABC zigzag. A, B, C. The reason why I think that's because, man, it was hard for me to call this a corrective phase. To me, it'll seem impulsive, like in some sort of way, but not necessarily in a perfect 5-wave impulse. Because that can't happen anymore. Because only 5-wave impulses, only 5 3/5s there is zigzags, and a flat is not a zigzag. So this idea I'm showing here to flat. But look, the action of it was so aggressive, which, you know, sometimes that's an X-wave algo, I suppose, for X-wave. But now we're taking a lot of time in this area, where usually X-wave likes to be very, like WX and Y like to be very similar and symmetrical in time for things. This is testing things out, and we're still this low actually happens right in the time frame we need it to happen in. So the time frame we're looking for that low to be made, a logical low being a 3-wave pattern to the downside, making a new low, is right here. So if this is like a WXY or some combo, you know, and this is X, and then this is Y, so zigzag, X, flat, that would work, right? And then this impulse right here, this 1, 2, will become something greater. It'll become this C wave here on this time frame, and B wave actually ends here. And Ethereum makes me kind of want to believe that, just because how far this move went down on Ethereum compared to everything else. But when we look at Bitcoin, we held the range quite well in here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is still all internally bound and this is still just a corrective phase in here, and we were, you know, test up here and then get new lows, you know, just because this wick, this low didn't go, like, it didn't come down here or something like that, you know, it stayed relatively in range. And Ethereum broke range a little bit, but even though it did that, it still stayed within the confines of what we would call a normal corrective phase, like a running flat or something like that. So that's something to be very mindful of. And that's why I'm thinking this is all internal in a way. Bitcoin might get a better run up just by the structure of looking at things. Because that's the move in similarity to Ethereum right there we're looking at. But for Ethereum, it'll look more like if we do play out in a more corrective way, which no matter what, at a bare minimum, I think that we're in some sort of move up, and we're going to rally higher like this, and then pops like this. But the ultimate goal is that this is actually the bottom, and we have bottomed, which we don't know yet. We don't really know yet. We can only assume, right? This is the actual bottom, and instead of this, because that's still a good trade, you know. You got to mark out key levels, and once you see resistance start forming and price action start lagging on those key levels, take profit, you know. And then if we break through them and accept them as support or something, then you get back into the position, right? So this, at a bare minimum, I think this is going to happen. At a maximum, though, I think this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We'll come and attack this high, range high. This will become a giant ABC. Okay? But if we struggle to get past like 1280 or 1480, 1460, 1480, and we like reject this trend line here, then I'm all on board. This is a WXYXZ double combo. And it channels so well. And the B waves both, the X waves both break the B waves hip on both. So W, X, Y, or A, B, whatever, you know. Here's the intermediate move, right? If you were to draw a trend line from the top to the intermediate move, it gets broken by the X wave. Wait. Yeah, so in here, oh yeah, so yeah. Here's the intermediate wave right here or here. You could say either one. It's triangle or flat. But you can see this X wave is now breaking this trend line, just as this one did. And it's a good guideline for X waves is you draw the initial A to B trend line, and if it breaks that violently and in a corrective fashion, then it's and it takes relatively the same time or less time than the initial move to the downside. For the downside, like in this aspect W, then it's probably an X wave. Because B waves typically take more time, and so this is why I think at a bare minimum we're gonna get at least this, and then at a maximum, if we get lucky, it's actually something more fruitful. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, which it's hard to really imagine at this current point. But the only thing that makes you kind of want to believe it is the fact that we've been in this fucking range for so long, so tight. But that's crypto for you. So game plan, guys, moving forward for like Ethereum for me and like Bitcoin for me is if we lose. To me, from this high point to this low point on Ethereum and Bitcoin is 5 waves. So that tells me if this is truly a ABC flat, we shouldn't break this low again. I mean, we can make it like a crazy wild like expanding flat, but I wouldn't like us getting below these levels down here. I just wouldn't like it, and I wouldn't trust it anymore. So I'm willing to say that, you know, as long as we sustain at a maximum, at a minimum, or I don't know, 1,300 or 1,300, we're gonna break out and see at least the X wave idea, if not the full idea of the C wave. Which initial our targets look at 1460, 1450. If we break over 1480, then expect us to possibly do the C wave. Right? So the simple way to do this, the simple way to trade this is 2 ways. You can wait for confirmation by looking at the hourly trend line, 21 moving average, Satoshi RSI, waiting for them to agree with you. Sometimes though, you're like right now it looks like it's gearing up to just blast through. So it might be helpful to go into a lower time frame, watch lower time frame develop. I like the look of this so far. We're taking an impulse and we're in a corrective phase. And we broke this pivot right here. Here's our swing highs, right? We broke the swing highs, right? Broke those swing highs. I would love if price could just come right here. That's where I would love to bid right there. But I don't know if it will, just because this pivot right here is pretty strong. But I would love just this. This boop. And as soon as it gets over that high, it's go time. But to me, this looks like we're gearing up for a move to the upside right now. And if this is truly an ABC flat, this 5th wave should not be retraced. And so a very logical trade setup is just, you know, buying here or buying a little small pullback, you know, into this range and setting your stop at the low. Because if we're truly in this pattern, we should not break that low, because an ABC pattern, that's where a 5th and final wave and C wave is where it concludes. And we should commence the prior trend. So at bare minimum, it's a 5.5 R to R, 7 point R to R. So good setups there. But again, you can wait for confirmation using the hourly, or dive in a little bit tighter watch price action develop. Wait for these bolts to agree. It's positive, but look how price is breaking underneath. So I would like wait for this high to be broken. That tells me that it's probably like there's no. It's a wick up here, right? It's just a wick. So there's probably not much left up here in terms of liquidity until this area up here. And so if we are to just regain this high right there and close above that area right there, that's game on to the upside. All right. So monitor lower time frames if you want to be a little bit more risky. Wait for the 21 to be accepted again, as long as it stays positive and doesn't go negative, or be more, laid back, more waiting for confirmation, less ballsy, I guess, and sit back and wait for the hourly to really agree with things. Invalid below 1385, but I'll again, there's possibility that it could be like a weird diagonal thing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. But I just wouldn't want it. The only way I would like to believe that and see that if this does develop into a 5-way pattern to the downside like this is if we immediately, quickly, swiftly SFP 1267, and then I wouldn't be able to long this until we regain possibly like 1330 or 1320. Okay, I just wouldn't have confidence in that because this could be a leading diagonal to the downside, and it's ABC, and then down like that. So we need to have some confirmation of breaking some levels if we do this. But I don't think this is going to happen. I think we're going to do the ladder, which is this breakout like this. I think we're going to ping pong in here like this. Hopefully get to my lower entry target range, then blast off. I want an entry down here like this. That's what I want, like that. Right. And basically the same shit for Bitcoin. Bitcoin structure looks a little more shittier though. That's what I don't like. We didn't really break a high like this. Ethereum like damn near broke the high, but didn't quite. It's stayed lower. But I like the structure. I like the 5-way pattern on the backside, followed by this movement that broke the race to final and 5th way in less time of complexity. But I don't like how like minimal this move was. I would have liked it to get up here or something, but so far. Same idea here. Bitcoin looks like it would want to do a weird diagonal thing like this just by the movements of it. But again, just be very mindful of that. If we do end up making another low beyond 19,100 and on ETH, 1285, then just watch how it develops. If it starts chopping down like this, then you're going to have to keep watching it. And if it bounces up, you gotta keep watching it. If it bounces up in a corrective fashion, low volume, then as soon as it breaks that low, it's an easy trigger short. Or if it bounces in a strong volume, very strong and fast, gets to a point in level in time and at price in a short amount of time, then we could probably believe that that's the bottom we're actually impulsing to the upside. Which that's what I want to believe. That's what I want to believe. I want to believe we're bullish. I want to. Intermediately bullish, I don't hold a bias. I don't hold biases, but I think this entire move in here was a corrective phase, and the fact that we broke a few swing highs on this downtrend and are trading in my opinion a corrective 3-way phase above those pivots, to me that spells like attack these highs, especially these equal highs right here. Look at those equal highs. Perfect equal highs. And this high still hasn't got touched right here. This high right here. Boom. So I got 3 highs in this little range. And this one got tagged by those two. But there's probably orders that were made here and resting below that still. So right here is very hot. I mean, both areas are very hot. But the fact that we're, in my opinion, above this pivot, making this corrective pattern, in my opinion, looks like we should do this. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, my neck, my back. Man, I got some Long John Silver Scales in a hurry, and it was garbage. I was fucking disgusted. Anyways. Let's go look at BNB. we can type into lower time frames and stuff like that, but I wanted to stick to this hourly time frame because I don't know, it's been working. It's been working well. Hourly time frame as your idea time frame. So like, I would really want for me to be confident in longing this pause, start breaking pauses again. Yeah. Do some ushi. Some ushi. Some ushi mushi. I know this is 5 waves. Now let's just see what the fuck happened beyond that. Alright, let's go to some sushi. Sushi. Oh. Sushi. Tether. I used to have an old chart on sushi. Damn, son. Holy shit. Yeah. Damn, son. These are all of them, huh? Damn, look at those waves. What the fuck? Well, I guess FTX and Coinbase. FTX and Binance are the oldest ones, huh? I thought those were older chart. Is that KuCoin? Nope. Look at him. He's so cute. Alright. Alright, Mike. What a strange pattern here. A lot of people would like to call this like a bearish pattern. Like they'll say it's bearish, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But when you take it out of log, it looks a lot better, right? Like in log, it looks like shit. Like it looks like looks like about to fall, right? To me, but like this looks a lot better. So let's do some things. In terms of Elliott Wave, it's very hard to speculate what the fuck's gonna go on here because it's just such a new coin. It's only been around for 2 years, you know, or a year or 2 years, whatever, something like that. So in terms of getting a very solid wave count that I'm like really confident on, and I'm like, yo, this is it. I cannot say that, but we can speculate wave ideas and use other aiding factors like momentum, price action, closes, higher time frame closes, stuff like that to get an idea of where price wants to go. One thing I could say though, from the inception of this chart, from this high, it looks like a fucking 5-way pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, and then it looks on the inside. Since this didn't break the high here, right? Since this is high here broken, this retraced here. This looks like A, B, C that formed in here. And it's possible that this is this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, then 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, then 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It's possible. Notice the divergences here too. It's possible that we have completed 1, 2. Just like this. We'll zoom in a little bit more, get more of an understanding, but this could be done here. One could argue that this is still working on 4, like this, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna go like this, pop up here, probably meet that low side, and then one more last rinse to this here. Damn, son. Sorry, I have so much shit you have to do. It's fucking annoying. But, okay, so we have a wave analysis, right? A wave idea that we could either possibly be in a 4, or we could possibly be done with 4, which is a better idea, because that means that this should rally, like, fucking astronomically like that. You know, it should make equal attacks as high, at least, or try to, at least. Which would be crazy, but that's what would happen if this is the pattern that we're looking at right now. So how do we prove things? How do we understand if things are actually going to happen this way or if not? We use divergences and momentum. So we got your divergence starting from here. We got 0, 1, 2. Your x pivot is it's right here. It's funny how we're right in it, right? We're right in it. We're not above it. As soon as we accept this on a close on a weekly time frame, it's all games ahead for Sushi. Okay, it confirms that the divergence that we're seeing is probably true. So 0, 1, 2, X. If this accepts it, that leaves room for upside. First area of interest is here. I don't know if he keeps blinking. So I'm going to be here. But we have to gain this level. This is a very important 1.5. 1.5. And it has to be, like, don't just, if it pops up with a candle, what could happen, again, like, it won't be a bad idea to possibly buy this, but like, it looks like it's really wanting to push up. It does. But you have to understand that this could be a 4, and if it pops up, it could quickly just come back down. And if it does that, that's your cue. Like, you have to get out. You have to get out, because that's a fail. If try to pop up and it failed, and it fell back in range, so that probably will confirm that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if that happens, then this thing is looking a lot worse than it could possibly be. And we won't talk about that right now. But just be mindful of that, okay? Because that's what I'm thinking. This has a very good chance of making a good pop in the near term, if not making a full, huge run in the midterm. One, two, three, four. Like a weird ass diagonal that formed here. Get time frames. See, that's a 5-way pattern there. So this is probably A, B, C. To me, this looks bullish on Sushi. This looks bullish to me. To me, this looks like a weird diagonal that formed. Like that. Three waves A, 3-way B, 5-way C. See if the requirements in terms of time looks like they're fine. Let's look at price wise. You don't have to make one, but if they both hit, that's pretty good for us. And not quite. But you don't need one again. You don't need one, not both. Closer in without log. But simple, guys. It grows. If Sushi maintains the level between 1, 3, 2, 5 and 1, 4, I think this is gonna rally hard right now. Like, honestly, this looks like a really good chart, guys. On that daily time frame. Like, I wouldn't expect. There might be a small retracement in this little void here, but I wouldn't expect anything lower than that level, the bottom level I said. I'll get a little nervous if we retrace the entire pump. We don't want to retrace the entire pump. There's some that gets to the equilibrium of the pump. Balance the price out, right? So here's the pump. Here's about the equilibrium. If we get down there, there'll be a good opportunity for a buy. This is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Is this an X wave? Or will it be part of a new impulse to the upside? I don't know. But sushi looks good. I like sushi. Sushi looks good. Let's see if we're in any order blocks that are significant. So this is an order block. I guess it kind of hit this one, but it's not really. That's not really an order block, honestly. Not a true one, not a real one. These are pretty shitty. The strongest order block that they have is right here at the bottom. Let's look at this retracement here real quick. So this retraced greater than 68%, so we would logically not think this is going to be an impulse, but in crypto I've seen them go that far, so it's just a guideline in crypto. In stocks and stuff, it's more certain, but in crypto it's more of a guideline. So even though we retrace that much, the fact that it seems like we truncated this fifth wave here on this corrective phase, telling me this seems like it wants to push up pretty strong. So maintain 1-3, this thing's gonna fly, and has a very high chance of getting to 3-4. That's double the price. So 200% markup, right? 150. BNB is also another good looking coin. Everyone just wanted to talk about that real quick. My boy Foster is the one who brought it up to my attention. I'm not sure if this is. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the oldest chart available, but this looks like a pretty good impulse with an X wave, 3 wave, X wave, 3 waves. That's such clean price action. It's like unbelievable, right? To me, at least. Look at the alleyway trader. Hits all the algos. WXYs tend to be very symmetrical. Look at this. Look at the symmetry here. Look at the symmetry. Boom. Here's the algo look for symmetry, right? Between those lines. Moves to the Y leg. Look at that. The low's made it right in this line of symmetry, right? Isn't that fucking mind-boggling how that works sometimes? And look at the structure difference, right? Remember, in a WXY, one way, say if W is a flat, Y will be most likely be a zigzag. And since triangles are, well, no. So here's the logic. If in our WXY, if W is a flat, Y most likely won't be. So that gives you literally only 2 other patterns to worry about: a zigzag and a triangle. And since a fucking triangle is the most rare pattern there is in trading, a true triangle, an Elliott Wave triangle, not just a triangle you draw on a chart, because you can draw triangles for days. Tell me how many times people have drawn triangles for Bitcoin and how many times they've worked. Exactly. A true Elliott Wave triangle. They're very rare. So since they're so rare, you can never assume they're going to form unless they start forming. You can logically do measurements and time measurements and see if it is logically that. But since it's not, you assume a zigzag. And look at this structure here. A, B, C. And that's a flat, right? It's rather flattish, right? This looks like looks more like a zigzag, right? See, that went to 68%. This went lower to 68%, and that's a big criteria that you need for a to be a flat or a zigzag. Anything above 68%, you're thinking flat. Anything below 68%, thinking zigzag. and this went above 16%. Again, it's a guideline for crypto because in crypto I've seen it fail, but in stocks and stuff like that, and especially in forex, it really holds true. So flat, zigzag. Rule of alteration. Algo fit perfectly. Impulse. Weird impulse here. Correct phase 3, and then here. The reason why I like this chart better than like most charts, like especially like even in comparison to ETH and stuff like that, is the fact that the lows presented of like in the high range here, we rejected them on ETH and Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't even come close to them actually. Like we not even close, right? But BNB, we regained that level here by a long shot, right? So I'm liking this chart on a high time frame as long as we sustain some levels. And the big level is 211. What happens in here is it's kind of hard, muddy against what's happening around the Twitter sphere, crypto sphere, and what happens to Bitcoin really tell us. But to me, it looks pretty clear that it's going to want to break down BNB. This looks like a little flat in here, 3-wave ABC, followed by an X, like WXY, ABC, whatever. WXY, or ABC, doesn't matter, we don't know yet. Zooming in. I would assume a WXY if this is going to play out. The way I think it's going to play out, though, I think we're going to do this for BNB. At a bare minimum, BNB is going to do this. Rally up here, and then try to go down. Watch for a lower high between 295 and 285. If that happens, expect if we get into that range and then drop back below 275, expect I'd say anywhere from 242 to 220. That's on the lower time frame. On a higher time frame, I like this chart a lot as long as we maintain these levels. I wish we would have broke that swing high. That would have given me more confidence on this order block here, but I still like this order block a lot. We'll look at oceans. Then I'll get out of here. What pair? Like that. So let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. So this level is the level we want to watch, and if we get over this thing, it's pretty solid for movement. This looks like a diagonal. This looks like 3 waves. This looks like 3 waves. This looks like 3 waves. So to me, this looks like a diagonal that's formed here. And this is a reversal happening right now. But yeah, I like this chart a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, with all these coins for an alleyway trader, it's very hard. It's all speculative. But Yeah, this chart looks good. In terms of a potential small reversal in the midterm. I mean, it would not hurt, right? Look at one thing. This is a flat. Well, it could be at least. Most likely is. Looks like it. Oh my god. I'm loving this chart. Here's the algo. Look for a C wave to end. Look where C wave's ending right now. With a diagonal. Can I buy this on fucking Bybit? Because I really like this chart. So what could happen? You look for this to be tagged, at least, bare minimum. Typically, what if your PA gets that low, your C waves don't act very violently, so I won't target the upper ranges. Is putting out very logical places where price to turn based on Fibonacci and Elliott wave, and then seeing if it lines up with any order blocks, like this one right here. It's a good order block right there. That's the order block right there. It's just under, so this level right here will probably be pretty prominent. That one single level like that, single level, so you can probably delete this. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a good play. And I'm on a 3-day, but you know, technically, like if I'm looking at it, this is just trade. Damn, son. What the fuck? That was weird. Stop at the low. One level at a time, you know. So like your first target level will be this range high, or one may even say this here. I would argue that to you, honestly. I wouldn't target this. That's the rule of acceptance to say that we're possibly having this become true. And then these levels in green are basically all your target levels. Let's zoom in here real quick. Let's get a little bit of time for zoom. What I want this chart to do right now to prove to me that this is happening from this low, I want this to happen. I want this to be held. So this retracement, we could go all the way down here, but if we just do this and make a new high, that tells me that this is most likely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as long as we hold a logical like pivot level, let's say like right here, right? This turns into what we want. So run up 1, A, B, C. That's actually, this is the move we're looking for. If this truly ended wave C, wave 5 on a larger time scale. That has to happen though. Below 15, below 0513, this thing's getting cooked again. Expect new lows. And this ends up being two, 3, 4, 5. Same thing, but just one level off. That's all. This is 4 here. C ends here now. Lose it. Watch this level, watch for a reaction. SFP this level, then there's a possibility that this pattern's still in play. I like it a lot because this algo is hitting here. The fact that it looks like an ABC flat. 5-way seems like diagonal for me at the very end. We have a very logical level of resistance we found. If we can gain it, then I think it's very logical for us to assume that we're going to move up. What else? This is a good looking chart, that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to pin it. Especially if I can get it on. I probably can't though. Probably only on Binance. Oh, it is on Binance. No way. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Yes. Thank you for that one, man. It's probably a really good chart right here for us. I need to change that. Those colors up there. Anyway, any more questions, concerns? If not, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Why are those black though? I don't understand that. That's weird. Why can't I change the color of those? Oh. Why is it black? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Disregard me, I'm retarded. Damn, son, that's a bad retrace right there. Oh shit. I thought I have an order that probably triggered. I didn't want to trigger. Fuck, I have to cancel it. Oh no, that's not good. Shit. Thank God I remember that. I never did it. Thank God. I thought I did. Aha. But that's not good looking. Simple for us though in terms of price action. Above this level, we're so golden. But right now, it's not. That doesn't look good. Bitcoin was a little bit better. Bitcoin looks like it held the flat. ETH, prove to me. I mean, you can risk this buy here. The risky as hell. Yeah, this will be on YouTube. Fuck it. Fuck it. Put it in the bucket, right? Look at that. Head and shoulders. Fuck it. I'm a bid here. Fuck it. Who cares? Fuck it. Half lot than what I usually do. Market buy. Risky as hell. So risky. Alright, let's just do some work real quick. Do some work. I'm gonna put some music on. Since we're no longer doing TA, we're done. We've done all the work we need. We only need a few charts to be successful. A few plays to be successful. That's it. Just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Do it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Shit. I don't want to end on this fucking dildo. Look at that wick. Oh shit. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, seriously, this is basically as long as we can willingly let this PA go for Ethereum. Bitcoin, I'll argue too, just the way it looks. Hard stop at 1290 for me, I think. I just don't think anything below 1290 would be sustainable. I know that's why you sit and walk away. $12.90. It's a $12 loss. and if this actually becomes true. So how do we know? How do we know when to add? So say you take a risky trade, you never want to go in. If you have a setup and the trade's coming to you, you take the setup, but you have no confirmation. You never want to go full in yet. Wait for confirmation. How do you get confirmation? Well, for me, and like my people I trade with, so it's using RSI, SRSI, and what the hell happened here? Why is this blank? Interesting. Well, there's supposed to be an RSI there, but it's not for some reason. Oh, duh, stupid. So, if we could just regain positivity like this, get this positive, get that positive, that's easy gain, that's easy money. APT crashed. What's APT? What's APT? Ow, fuck, ow. Ow. What the fuck's APT? Can someone tell me? Before I go crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like the way it's looking right now. It looks like shit. I'm gonna put an alert for this level though. To me, I'll be giving really cross greater than once per minute. No sound. Moving up. Make sure to set your alarms not in log. No. Hardly ever. That's playing with fire. I have no... The only way you can do it is just like using momentum. And it's literally just looking at the chart and it's following momentum. Just following what this does and following what this does. That's like literally the only way. Because you can't really do anything with price action, really, or anything, or Elliott wave or anything like that. And it's just risky because, like, I don't know. You never know liquidity and, like, shit's just crazy. I rather just trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a handful of alts that look good for the moment, for that, you know, the time of month or whatever. So what we want to start happening is this 1 hour to really start breaking positive. We also want this 15-minute to break positive as well. We were, but you notice how we started breaking with low? Bang, that's all it took. That's what D1 opens right there. So let's remark D1 open. If you're truly trying to be a day trader, you want to mark these levels out every single day. Well, you want to have them marked out every single day. D1 high, D1 low, D1 low. Should just use that one. And this indicator is free. It's by me. It's called levels. Not liking the look so far, but if we could just maintain this low, I think we'll be okay. But that's why I only went in a half lot. I didn't go in all the way because there's no confirmation. The only thing here is a possible trade setup. No confirmation yet. Confirmation happens when, you know, the lower time frame momentum flips over. So far it has not. And or if we could get a good close above 13.15, or even I would even argue daily open as well. Alright, my friends, I'm about to go do some other shit. I have to fucking my TV outside is falling off. Brackets I put in, stucco's not holding up. Fucking cheap ass stucco from when they're doing homes like fucking cookie cutters and shit. Bitches. Fucking bitches. Alright, my friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And with that, you can catch me, your boy Satoshi Heavy. I'll try to do this at the end of I'm gonna be on with Cobra. I think he does his Thursday, but I'll be in Discord. So I'll be with Cobra. Catch me then. Alright. And then I'll try to get him at the end of the week too, like end of the week. Or like at least once a month. So I don't know, just something. I don't know. I wanna try to do some more fun stuff with y'all. I need more engagement though, so I think that's the only reason why I get bored. It's like little engagement, so I just like fuck it. But when I try to do more things for myself, but you know I'm getting bored again, so I want to do this stuff again. I want to help out more. Just now that fucking headspace is clear and confidence levels are up, not up the roof, but they're really up there again. So I want to start doing more, helping more, showing more videos, more how-tos, step-by-step videos, setups, trade setups, how I check the trades. My system is very easy. Like how I enter trades is very easy. Is I just look for a pattern I like. So it doesn't matter. It could be an Elliott wave pattern. It could be a fucking traditional pattern. Like for y'all who don't study Elliott wave, find a pattern you like. Okay. On a higher time frame, like a 4-hour, daily, or hourly. Then zoom in at least 4 to 5 times. At least 4 to 5 times. Alright? Zoom in, and then, well, on that higher time frame, mark key levels like order blocks. So order blocks where you think price could reverse. And then on the higher time frame, do you see divergences? Could divergences tell you that price could reverse? Right? So those are the key things. Pattern, divergences, key levels on a higher time frame. Mark those out, mark the pattern, write your notes, zoom in. One can do 3, I argue 4 to 5, but 3 to 5 times the time frame you're in. Zoom in, and then work momentum, just pure momentum. Don't even worry about how things look. Just look at momentum, just follow it, just literally trust it. Just trust it. So like on the high side here, I made that video earlier today, right, for Discord, going over my thought process this morning. Cause I took a short up here. I took a short last night, but I got stopped on this fucking wick in my sleep, and I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. and I was able to get in a short right here, right before 7, because I had a dentist appointment at 7 a.m. So I got a short in like at 6 something, but I closed out at 1300 on the dot. And I tried to short again here because I knew it was going to be a 5-way pattern, but they fucking whipped me out again by literally like 5 cents. But so again, how it works on a higher time frame. This time I'm working hourly, right? I'm working hourly. I see a pattern I like. I see for an Elliott wave standpoint, you know, a possible flat, right? It's a traditional pattern trader, possible double top, right? At this point, you know, at this point right here. Right? Yes, yeah, literally, exactly that. So then, we mark our key levels. One key level is the high. So what do we have to watch out for the high? Two things. Is it going to be swept, or is it going to be accepted? That's the only two things you have to worry about. And both of them will tell you what, one of the two things will tell you. Well, both of them will tell you what to do with your idea. If it's swept, well, you short it. If it's accepted, well, you could question long it. I personally wouldn't, because at that point you're kind of chasing the trade because the trade came from this point. And if it accepted it, then it could do that. But it's just I'm not a breakout trader. I'm not really good at those traders. Unless you're like really in the lower time frame, like that minute or 5 minute time frame, you can really hunker down on entries and stuff like that. I just really don't like it, so I'll let that one ride. But yeah. So mark a key level. Here's a key level. We know there's stops up here, but is there enough stops up there to send price to the downside? That's the question, right? So then we look for our RSI. Is RSI breaking down? Are we getting a divergence? Yes. Look, we have divergence, right? 1, 2. And almost 3. We didn't quite break the highs, equal highs. I want a better break of a high to really get confidence on divergence. And again, to really be confident on a reversal, your 21 has to match with your mid band, right? Once they both agree, your trade idea, your idea that this pattern is going to go down to the downside is most likely going to be true, right? So when you take the trade, do you take it now? You take it now. You could, but again, I don't like the how close the range is here. I want a bigger wick, and the fact that we're so close to all this liquidity up here, it's like, why the fuck wouldn't price go up here at least for a wick and then try to shoot down, or at least same price or something very similar? Not like that's like, give me a little bit more than that, right? And so I shorted the next move because I thought that was going to be the next thing up. Oh, it was that move. Never mind, I did short this move, and then this is what stopped me out, right here. But the reason why I shorted it is because the divergence here went negative to negative, just on the opposite side on a bullish divergence when it goes positive to positive. Those are the only times you can really be confident on a reversal without confirmation from 21 moving average. Is when you have your RSI do a negative to negative bearish divergence or a positive to positive bullish divergence. That's when you could risk shorting the high or risk longing the low off the divergence. But you can never do it with the full amount of your lot because it's just risky. You don't know, because it could just literally bounce off here like it did here. Like we had divergence, right? Here's divergence, right? But we bounced off the 21 moving average. Even though we broke below the mid band, we still bounced off the moving average, right? So that's why you can never go full in, all in, off that divergence call, because your 21 moving average is still holding it. And as soon as this happened, let's go reverse. Go back right there. What the fuck happened? Well, that's great. This thing froze. Well. Okay. Alright, how do I stop this from happening? Alright, I'm doing it. So, at this exact point, remember this entire process, I was thinking that this pattern was gonna end with a cascading move to the downside. That's the idea, based on. For me, it was Elliott wave, right? An Elliott wave pattern. For you, it could have been a double top, right? Or just based on the other things you find, right? So, even though I got wicked out here, I didn't want to enter. I wouldn't have entered this trade anyways. The reason why I wouldn't have entered this trade, even though if I was awake when this happened, because I entered this trade and went to sleep, got stopped out here, woke up here. Even if I would have woke up and saw my trade got stopped out, I wouldn't have entered because we bounced off the moving average. And usually when that happens, we make another high, even when this is negative. And then you can short the new high if this stays negative and makes a lower high, because it's creating stronger divergence, right? But since this then broke down below the 21, This stayed negative. I knew all I needed was this one solid candle on a lower time frame or momentum on a lower time frame to show me an entry, and that's exactly what happened on this 5-minute time frame. I usually go 1 hour, 15-minute here, and then 5-minute here. And I entered right here, right before I left to see my dentist. Cause I remember I was watching this. I entered a short here on this breakdown, and then it just popped up. Like it's gonna go up. So I closed it for like no gain, like lost in like $5 in fees. It popped up. I wanted to. I was like, man, I think it's gonna break down. But like, you gotta wait for confirmation. And then, bang! Finally, bang! Breaks negative with 21. Get in. Why did we get in? Because a bigger, larger idea that we're coming down to 1300, and that's what that was the target. That was the play. From here, stop here, target 1300. Game over. That's it. Yeah, this is my custom RSI. I have variants of it. I have a free version of it too. This version is the most in-depth, thorough, up-to-date version, but there is I have a free version too that everybody uses, that everybody loves. Like you get the same thing, but you're just missing a few like settings and stuff like that. But it's basically the same thing. But yes, it's my RSI. It's nothing. The mathematics behind it are basically it's taking the same formula but taking different variables, and then the smoothing factor, instead of it being an RMA, I use a different smoothing factor. And then I just add shaded areas for momentum and stuff like that. The green and red, and the reason why it goes white is white's the neutral area. I hated indicators that would go from green to straight red, or from red to straight green, because like the breaking point from when it went from, you know, it was rising green, and all of a sudden it breaks red. Like, how would you know? How would you know where to get out in there? You know, well this tells you that once it starts if it's a strong trend, it'll stay positive, but once it starts losing its strength, it'll start flashing white. That's when you know, like, hey, I should probably take some profit or look for a reversal, right? So that's why I created this. And I'll drop the link to the I'm pretty sure I have a free one. I don't like that. I don't like this pattern right now in lower time frame. This looks corrective. I'm about to drop. I'm about to look for it. I think it's this one. Oh, that was not. I thought I had a free version. I guess I don't. But hey, bud, shoot me your TV. Well, there's your TV name right there. Shoot me your TV name, and I'll give you access to it, just for being here today. I feel nice. Shoot me your TV name in like Twitter or something, bro. And I will, and you shoot me your like a. Some way to prove it to you. I don't know, and I'll give you access to it, just for supporting me. All my SRSIs are actually private. It looks like. I thought I had one that was not private. This was this one. This is a very. Oh yeah, this is a. Oh no. Yeah, send me your TV name and I'll add you. Oh, send me your TV name, bro. What the fuck? if you're in Elevate. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I know what you mean. Yeah, that's fine, bro. But yeah. So again, kind of going off tangent and shit now. Should wrap it up. I kind of bailed on my friend. I feel like a dick. Fuck. Yeah, hit me up in Discord. Until then, my friends, this has been your boy. Thank you all for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comment section. If you like what I do here, if you like anything be done differently, drop it in the comment section. I read them. Any positive thing, drop them. Any negative thing, drop them. I read it all. Drop them. Drop them things, man. Drop them. And so, with that, you can catch me if you're in Discord. And following us on Twitter, we'll drop the link. Because we do them publicly now. A live stream with Cobra, tag team live stream with Cobra inside Discord, where you guys can actually communicate a little bit more. I think you can actually like tag in with your mic if we allow you guys to, if you ask permission and stuff like that. So it's a little cooler, a little bit more interactive and stuff like that. So catch me then, and till then, this has been your boy, Such a Heavy. Safe trading, and I don't know. Have a great night. Peace the fuck out.